on the agenda is Mr. Musser.
Okay. Well, Curtis, I was telling Todd, we didn't get through for the bridge southeast.
You did?
Yes. So, that's fine. With design, all that other stuff, so, $200,000, so we are to replace the bridge up there in Pasture. There, no north, back to the west of Cody.
Yeah.
We're gonna do low water crossing, so they'll still have access back to the bridge. So that would be an issue, but at least it gets that bridge off our inventory. Inspection.
So is the 200,000 for the bridge over there east of Stafford? And then we'll just have to pay
Yeah.
for the low water crossing ourselves?
But at least it should take care of, it should take care of all that. Because anything that would be over, if we didn't do the other bridge across there, $150,000, close to additional bridge.
What does that cost us to get a bridge inspected?
They're around $125. So I inspect it every 2 years, and some of them they're trying to do on a 4-year cycle, like the cement prices. But there's something inspected too, they're around 25 foot square. Hopefully the bridge criteria is low for,
Water crossing, is that just concrete?
it'll be concrete, but it'll have some culverts in it too, so I'm sure we'll be able to access it by water. I'm not sure we could. Because whenever it
Yeah,
just,
it just spreads out.
yeah, flows out, so it gets stuck somewhere out there. Other than that, have to do next week on highway, each part of that, so we'll get that ready. We will haul the mix. It's supposed to be nice. So,
8 degrees. It's crazy.
and what I had in my need to sign here was for badge printer, which was done through Homeland Security Fund. So that it stays on there for like 5 years, after 5 years it comes on. That's what we're saying. Or Central Regional Planning Commission. So that's what that is, Mike.
Yeah, I would agree too. But, yeah.
If that's the letter. Other than that, I would like to discuss some personnel.
How long?
I move that we go to executive session for non-elected personnel for 2 minutes.
Second?
Go to motion for second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
He's a Phil.
Oh, well, I don't have any of that.
I was at Fisher's the other day when they were doing the compression check
Oh,
on
were you?
the motor.
That's when I walked in, and it was just full of smoke. I thought, that wasn't my vehicle. And you're like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, my 2005 Trailblazer, I think has a hole in the piston, so. I did the check. It was with Chevrolet, and the motor was only used 1 year. And so Chevrolet didn't have any, they did find 4 around the country dealerships for $4,300 for the motor. The Kelly Blue Book on the Trailblazer is 4. So I was just gonna see what you were gonna do. I thought I might, I was gonna put over sealed bids as is.
That's what that would be.
So I've been contacted about it already, like people know, so. And then, so then I'd like to look for something else, so it was really handy.
Think we get something used?
I thought I'd just keep checking like with the state surplus, instead of in the beacon. They usually get, smaller readings in or something like that.
Well, sometimes you tell them green what you want to get.
But yeah,
Because I mean, if you got something with under 100,000, it probably needs to be 4-wheel drive, though, doesn't it?
yeah, I would prefer. Yeah, 75% of my stuff is livestock oils, is what my inspections. So
Do you need a pickup or just like a little SUV, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, yeah, the little Blazer was fine, the little pickup would be fine. Yeah, I just, that's just looking for something decent gas mileage and four-wheel drive. Doesn't have to be real nice or anything, because like I say, inspection and the pastures anyways.
Do you use that when do you have conferences or?
Yeah, I take it for my meetings and stuff.
Gets a little better gas mileage.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And like this time of year, I had to, like next week I'll still be spraying, but I didn't want my truck out this week because of the temperatures, so instead of winterizing it, then spraying and then winterize it and go spraying and everything, so. it's
Your
nice to
truck's
have that.
probably pretty handy in parking lots, isn't it?
Yeah. I get my exercise in park way far away from everything. But it is, I mean, it's amazing the guys that take their spray trucks everywhere. I would, we go to conferences, there's a lot of stuff you can take off the back of that thing. People would park right out there. So yeah, if that's all right, we'll do a sit in. Just get rid of it.
They didn't tear the engine down, then they just did a
No, it's
compression
just jet
check.
compression. I mean, I can have a look into it. Does, it knocks a little bit. But I just still think, I asked one of the guys, I said, I'd sell it to you for 5, 6, it's a 6-cylinder, but 5 of them still work. So.
It'll probably still move.
They said it was weird. They said that cylinder has no compression. Not, just
None.
low compression, no compression.
None? Okay. Well, I had a couple guys ask me about it, so.
Yeah,
They
so,
probably.
and that's like I say, I don't know if anything else, you find another motor to fit down in there and things, but I don't pretend to even know about that, so. But yeah, like I say, I talked to Jim here, and she checked in, because I should, and I have a question for you, if it's all right if I ask her this. Okay, on what I sold, we had to put in next year's budget. Can I get that money at the first of the year, since it is already, the
When
money,
you get the money,
put it in my capital outlay at the first of the year?
we can transfer whenever you want.
Well, I thought I couldn't until 2020, because it's in
Well,
2020's budget.
Yes, you have to wait for that
But I,
first year.
but yeah, but we could, then I could actually look
Typically,
for
we wait
something.
and do those transfers to make sure you don't overrun your.
Right, but since this is a special case where I
Right.
already have the money, unless you guys, spend it, there's
We
supposed
did.
to be money. at least.
Surprise!
We put in a screen.
You know, we,
Yeah.
yeah, the commissioners do have a conference we're going to.
It's in there, but
I just didn't know, I mean, if I found something after the first year.
we'll talk about it. But yeah, there's no reason you can't, it just,
I didn't know.
That's just
Like,
me looking at my
Break
thing.
room up at the county school.
But we can figure something out.
Like I said, it's just, probably like the first year for the truck license. And I'll be on case, well, I'm just going to Thursday, I'm just going for our state, our meeting, so. But they are having a noxious weed meeting to go over the new laws, I think that's Tuesday.
I think I saw that, I gave them the schedule.
At one of the breakouts.
Yeah, I saw that.
Want us to do that, or? Did you already know it?
It's, and we don't know actually what's gonna happen, because everything in regulation, they have to have it all done by the end of next year. Because if it's not done by the end of next year, then there actually will be no noxious weed law,
Period?
period.
Oh,
Really?
Nelly.
It all goes away if they don't have it by the end of 2020. So that's, we have 2 guys on advisory committee, the weed advisory council, they've been meeting and stuff, and it said it's coming together.
Really don't think so.
So, but yeah, but I mean, yeah, they could probably explain more in depth than I am. Other than that, then next week I'll start spraying townships, atrazine, Tyron, Dr. Lonnie, they're listening to that for sure. So I haven't heard from anyone else yet.
I don't know why I would catch or something.
He didn't mean it.
Yeah.
Is Carmax the same thing as Iron?
Yeah, I think it is.
They sold it to me that way.
Yeah.
But tire on it, it's the same.
Yeah, it's just a,
So why you don't need it?
huh?
It's just a
Just
lot of work.
one person in 21 townships to get done. You see, you have a
They all
window,
won't
you have
do
a
it
window to
because
get it done.
They
in
all
fall.
won't.
For fall spraying, you have a window to get it done, because then in the spring, it's all county roads until I start.
Speaking of, are you
mowing.
guys spraying the flowers?
Well, no, I'm supposed to spray the fairways, but he didn't bring the stuff in this week, so I went and winterized that sprayer, so I can spray it next week. Because when I saw it was supposed to be done in the teens, I thought I better winterize that
Yeah.
sprayer before.
Well, and if you talk to them, they lost one of those fertilizer bills out there, and I haven't paid it, $600 and some dollars. They don't know where the bill is. And Sean won't answer me, so if you talk to him, tell him I owe him $600 and some dollars. If he wants his money,
Maybe that's
I
why,
need it.
maybe that's why he's
Well,
delivered the
I don't
chemical
know,
out there.
but he leaves the ticket out there on the pile and evidently it. I don't.
Who do you get your training from?
Winfield Solutions. That's their, what do you call it?
Consultant?
Yeah, consultant, their consultant he's a turf and ornamental guy. And so he gets chemical stuff, so. Yeah, but I think this is my last year for that, so.
You will negotiate.
I better negotiating. What do you think? Just kidding.
We'll talk about this on,
Then I'll do it.
well, I don't need it.
Yeah. So, all right, I'll get a sealed bid thing. All right, well, thank you much.
Get it to me and I'll put it on the internet too.
Okay.
When I register, do I need to turn that?
Good morning.
in?
I always send that with you guys, with whoever is the delegate, just in case something is messed up. I get paranoid and that's why you have a bigger packet than everybody else.
Would you give me a chance?
Are you-
Chances are you won't even need that stuff, but I always send it.
You guys are just driving in Tuesday morning, aren't you? You know, then you'll just stay Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir, Mr. Marshall.
First thing, Jerry's got the truck from Hudson all tore apart. We actually could not find the motor, so we're rebuilding it. We got the new kit in yesterday and working on putting it back together. So I think the kit to rebuild it was $975. So we'll probably have 3,000 in it by the time it's all said and done, but probably better than buying a truck.
What's that got in it for motor? And it's not a Cummins.
It's a Cummins.
Yeah.
It's an 855.
So are you guys just doing one sleeve and one
No,
piston?
we've done the whole thing.
Really?
All the pistons were stored in it. He went ahead and pulled them, all the pistons.
That's the sheet. Yeah,
That was a complete sleeves, pistons, rings, everything rebuilt. So, but he found a lot of mismatched parts inside the motor.
So it's
Push
been
rods.
opened up before?
Yeah, it's been opened up and redone before, or not redone and partially redone something, so. But he had the spare parts, some heads. But when it was built, put together last time, it was not done right, and so they had to do some machine work to the block, so it's. I'd say within, we can have, so that's back. The other thing, Forestry Service called me. They have a truck sitting in Manhattan, Kansas. It's just like the one that we bought from Jerry that we've been on the list for. They put about $500 and some in parts in it, new parts, oil change, stuff like that we have to pay for, but if we want the truck, it's ours. And they'll actually bring it down to us to pick up the old one, and then that will put us back to having all the trucks that we need.
So we would just take the bed, the tank and stuff off the old one, stick over?
I told them, I said, yeah, tentatively we'll take it. make sure you guys are okay with it. It's one of the deals, and it's just like the rest of them, you hold it for, I think, 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
and then they just sign title over to you. So,
The old truck that's blowed up, it's one of those old original 6x, right?
Yep, and they'll actually, when they bring this one down, we'll have that one ready to go back and they'll take it back.
And then it'll just be swapping the tank. When I say you take the bed off, I mean you just basically,
And bolt it, work it off there.
oh really, you guys have it to where you can just swap it that easy?
Well, I mean, it'll come off of that truck, I think it'll take a little work to put it back over on the other truck.
Yeah. Will it come down with the bed on?
Yeah.
So do you have to keep track of that bed so that if they ever have to get it back, you have to put that bed back on?
After, if we turn it in before they sign it over to us.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the one that they're gonna take back, they have no record of whether it come with a bed or without a bed or.
That truck's probably 60 or 50 years old.
It's a 66 or 68 guys.
So he said it didn't matter, he said you guys just take what's going off and we'll pick up the rest.
So where will that truck go?
Well, right now, Maxville's been down the truck because we took one of their trucks to Radium. And so this one would either be built and go to Maxville or back to Radium, one of the two.
So, I know Maxwell's done some work on some trucks before, I mean, would they just assume take that truck and do the tank
Well,
and everything themselves?
We're actually gonna discuss next Monday night what we're gonna do. We have chiefs meeting. And so I was gonna just put it out there. We have this truck, where do we, where does it need to go? Who wants to do it? Maxville ends up with it, we will let them build it. Now's a good time, they have some time, some of the farmers and stuff. and
That way,
shop and stuff.
that way some job doesn't get stuck building all the trucks all.
And actually, Seward, the truck that we started on for them, it's back up at the Seward station and they're finishing it up. So, basically, I just want to make sure you guys are all right with accepting the truck from Forestry Service. That's about all I have.
So we're all done with those 6x now, right?
Yes.
The one that blew up was the last one they had.
The only other truck that Forestry still has some trucks, I mean, their tender is still Forestry on the truck, and then a couple of our big trucks.
But they're not the old ones.
The old,
one they run.
the oldest one that we would have now would be his tender.
And it's an 83 International Cargo Shop.
So if you need,
That would be the oldest turd.
I think this one is out of town, but
I'm just telling you, you're not gonna end up going there without a drag race.
No.
Yeah, those guys shouldn't run the red lights because you'll see them on 281, red light, siren driving 45 miles an hour and have 20 cars back there.
And
Nobody
40
knows it.
45 on some days is pushing it.
Yeah.
That old girl she's outlived her purpose. But trying to find something to replace it is. It's one of the things that, there's a lot of nice, neat, pretty new used tenders out there, but not for what we want to pay for.
Sounds good to us.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of October 23rd.
We have a motion to accept the minutes for October 23rd. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Lines off there.
I'll have to sign over to something.
Yeah.
So we reprint.
It's not that important.
Okay, we don't need tax roll correction. And you're gone next week.
Yes.
Will you be back the 11th? Monday? That's when I was gonna do the ballot canvas. I know it's a holiday, but I really wanna get that done.
doubt it. I'll get back to the 11th, but I won't get back in the morning.
I'll find somebody else to serve the place, if that's okay.
Yeah, we'll probably get back about an hour later.
Okay.
What time do you think you're looking to be back around?
8:30 in the morning, please. Shouldn't take long.
I'll have guys down, visit on the weekend, and then I won't be able to go Monday morning. I'm back to come in here. 2 days of walking is plenty for me.
And then we won't have a meeting on the 13th.
You said we will not.
We're gonna make some.
Oh, that's right.
I guess we will recess a little bit. Luann?
Okay. You were all busy at the time. Oh. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
Okay, so it's time to buy a new copy machine. Yeah. So these are two quotes. I don't like a lot of choices. I just told my OPI to give me a couple quotes on pretty much the exact machine that I have, only newer. And this is what I got. And the very back page is the copy machine I have that I bought in 2010. So that shows you what I paid for it. I am gonna go with the second quote of $5,260. The only difference, I had Randy look at these, our IT guy, and he said the only difference is the other one's faster. And I don't need, like, it's fast, the one I have is fast enough, pretty much the same, so. Gonna go with that. Now, it's gonna be purchased from the tech fund, and I do have enough in the tech fund to do it, so. Just wanted to let you know that's what's going on with that. And then, this is, I'm gonna raise a few copy fees in my office, and change a few procedures. We're getting burned on people not paying for copies when they email or call, and they email them a copy or mail them a copy. So that's the first of the year, I'm gonna, change it to where payment has to be submitted before anything is sent. I mean, it's a little $1, $3, whatever, but it's hardly worth trying to keep sending them something in the mail, trying to demand payment when the price of postage is, you know. Also, something's changed, I mean, these are what I was changing, my hard copies are gonna remain the same, and email copies. CDs, which I sell to 2 title companies, that I sell for $50 for a month's worth of images now. I'm gonna raise that to $75, which is still a really big bargain for them. And then my camera fee is gonna change, from $35 to $50. And the
What is your camera?
camera fee is they can bring in an actual camera or use their cell phone and take pictures of any images, regardless of how many. It's gonna be $50 a day. It's really easy. When we had that well bill, we started that because we were just bombarded with people. And I think Clay was here for that. We had people in the hall. Anyway, it helped us out so that we're not constantly having to make copies of the old books and stuff and for them. And nobody ever has complained about the $35 a day, and I don't think they're going to complain about the 50. Also,
Sit in there all day and take pictures.
you could. And I've had some people do that.
Really?
Yeah. Also new is I can do an Excel spreadsheet now through our software. It exports to an Excel spreadsheet of an index. So they could get, and we're only in the computer or the software database, we're only indexed back to 1999. That's what I do in my spare time is I index old documents and getting them put in there. So they could buy a spreadsheet for $20 that'll take them back to 1999 on a section of ground. I guess I need to specify that's gonna be like one section, but, it's really handy. I've had a few people starting to use it and they really like it. That way they can get that and then go through it and then send me those copies of books and pages, so it's pretty handy.
So on the spreadsheet, it'll tell all the, like oil leases,
Mhm,
ownership
everything.
changes, everything.
It looks just like my index book, like if you go in there and open up a numerical index. So that's kind of a handy deal. And then, we do offer prepaid and charge accounts to the locals. Local attorneys, title companies do that, it's pretty handy. If they don't have a prepaid account, I'll let them set one up as long as they put a starting balance of 30 or more on there. And then when it shows us where they're at on their balance, so if it's getting low and I'm emailing them some copies, I can just email them an invoice and say, hey, your balance is, getting low, you might want to add to it or whatever. Works out really good. Another thing that we're gonna start doing after the first year is called remote access printing. And they will pay, I don't know the price, what I'm gonna charge yet for that, but they'll pay a subscription. This is for title companies or attorneys that use us a lot. They'll pay a subscription per year, and then they can get in through our software program, through CIC, and search the database, which is 99 forward, and then print their own copies out. So that's kind of handy too. Pratt County charges $250 a year, which is probably about what I would go for, plus 25 cents a copy. So I'm not sure what I'll do on that yet.
You mean
So-
copies that they print themselves,
Mhm.
you still?
Yeah,
So how do you track that?
the software tracks it, and then the way it works through CIC, our software, is they pay CIC, and CIC, our software tracks it, and we'll be able to track it as well, on our end. And then CIC sends us a check at the end of the month for how many they print out. There's also a daily subscription or a monthly. So if somebody just wants to get on for a day and do it,
Will they be going through our server to get to that, or do you have a separate server for that?
I'm not sure how
I
that
was
works
wondering
yet.
if that was something we could talk to Randy.
I
because
wonder
Randy's
Yeah,
got
secure.
it.
I mean,
I mean,
it
I'm
is
sure it's
It is
secure,
secure,
But
I
I'm
know
just
that.
curious.
Lots of counties are doing this.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I put it off and put it off, because I'm kind of, but, I'm sure it's
Oh,
absolutely
I'm sure it is,
secure.
I'm just curious.
But it
how
goes through
works.
CIC. They'll go
So
to a-
maybe it goes through
It
their
goes to a
server.
separate site. When they get on,
Okay.
they'll find the link on my website, our website,
Okay, but they're going
and then they'll
through-
go through CIC.
So they won't
Yeah,
touch us?
Yeah.
Okay. I was good.
yeah. That's coming. We're gonna wait till after the first year on that. But other than that, I don't really have any new or exciting plans.
Is the maintenance agreement going to kind of stay the same? for
Yes.
4 months?
Yeah, it's exact, actually, I think it's maybe $1.50 more. I'm not paying- No, I'm paying $38 a month right now. So it's actually 2 cents less.
Do survey crews, when they come in here, do you have records of everything that's been surveyed?
If the survey is recorded, we do, but it's not mandatory to record a survey. It's very helpful, and on the, like, I know Randy Anderson from Great Bend, he records all the surveys he does. Because it's just super helpful for anybody to be able to look through the records and find a survey. And as a landowner, it would benefit you as well if you have a survey that has not been recorded to get it in there. Not only because anybody surveying the land next to you, they can pull that out and look at it, or if there's any issues on your part, or, just
Can't the
questions.
landowner come in and?
The landowner can record it, anybody can record it. It has to be an original, but you can always get
But
one.
Can we come in and see if it's ever been done in the
Yeah.
past?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everything is public record. So not only that, if you lose your copy, your original, I will have a copy of it.
Can you tell anything that's been done in a section?
Yeah, you can tell anything. And I can actually just pull up a report for that section to see if there's any surveys. I can pull that up with the software.
Pull one up for me on 22,
I got 20 steps to get back there. I'll forget by then.
All right, I'll chat with you later.
Yeah, just come in and tell me later.
All right.
No, it's just helpful to have a survey recorded. So.
Randy said that he didn't have one, and I said, I know, so
Did Randy do it?
I don't know about that.
Well,
But he said he checked the records and it
He's-
hadn't been surveyed.
He's been, Anderson, the Central Kansas Survey.
Oh,
he does a lot of surveys.
He does,
Yeah.
and he, in the last probably 5 years, he has just took it upon himself to pay the filing fee, recording fee, and record every survey he does. That way they're done, they're inherent.
And that helps the appraiser's office.
It does.
If there's a split or something, they can look at it.
Can he, well, I guess you could go in there and tell who did the survey.
Yeah, you get to see the survey.
All
You'll
right.
pull up the survey. We're a wealth of information.
I'm sure. I never thought about that, but,
I love it.
and he's probably got a record of all that too.
Yes,
Oh,
Randy.
yeah.
he does of any of the ones he's done, and then I know we've given him, when he's requested copies of other surveys that other surveyors have done as well.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, do we need to have a motion?
No, because, well,
It's not coming out of a regular budget.
No.
It's coming out of
Yeah,
tax funds, so.
yeah, I just wanted to let you know when you see a big
Big
Yeah.
sheet.
check go through.
All right.
Yeah, and that does show on there the trade-in on my old one, which I'm amazed, honestly. Well, they're giving me
$4,000.
$4,000.
and it costs $500.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So do you upgrade those just about every
This,
6?
okay, I took over in 2003, and the clerk and the registered deeds were sharing a copy machine that was out in the
Used to
hall.
have you out in the hall, which was, that was kind
A
of
major pain. And
Especially
then
for her.
I bought one. I decided to put my own in my office, and the clerk took that one and put it in her
Yeah.
office. I can't remember what year. It was probably 2005-ish. I bought a used one, believe it or not. And then I had that till 2010.
Now we don't.
So the one you have now is 8 years old?
9 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
It's starting to have some rattles and jams and things, and it's so old, I thought there's no sense paying the maintenance on this and waiting for it to crater. I'll just head and replace it before that happens. Because once they do start cratering, it's really expensive to fix them.
That means your trade-in's not very good.
Right. So, okay, thank you.
Do we have anything else? We'll recess for
Yesterday from my cousin that he wanted me to make you aware, and I was just gonna call you, but I'll just do it now. My aunt had a call from, supposedly from a foreign, a guy from Brazil who used to work for him, that he was in jail, and he needed $7,500 to bail himself out, and she had already been to the bank and had the money. When my cousin found out they were doing it, said, don't send that, but I've heard that's been going around real frequently here in Stafford.
Actually, it's been picking up all over the place right now. Either November, December, right through Christmas time seems like the biggest time for scams. And they'll also call you saying, I have a warrant for your arrest through the
I
Internal
got
Revenue
that one
Service
twice.
and everything else. If there's a warrant, they will never be calling you, IRS, yeah.
But that other deal, she has phone numbers, email addresses, is it email on her computer too?
It'll
Is there
return-
anything we can do to turn that?
Most of
in?
that stuff is overseas.
So it would do her.
Every time we
do
check
no
on one of
good.
those, there's really nothing you can do about it because it's overseas. And actually, once the money's gone, it's gone.
Oh, she was about
That's-
that far from sending the money.
We've had them actually here in town, send once or twice for, the other one was during spring break area at times. We have your grandson, and they seem to have all that information of the grandson in jail, and he needs this to bond out.
Well, they,
And grandparents would be sending money to bond the grandchild out of jail.
this was so good that they had somebody call her And she said it sounded just like Ed that used to work for him, saying he was in jail and needed $7,500 to get out, and she believed it. I mean, they have to do a lot of research to figure
So
that
they
out.
knew that this guy had actually worked for them?
Yes, they've done all that research. They knew exactly when he worked for them, and so finally, they actually called the guy who was working in Sabetha. He said, I'm not in jail.
They, once they get a hold of some information, now, I don't know if they get to the internet or what,
But
but
that's
they wind
pretty
up,
sophisticated.
they wind up finding out more information about you than they need. But right now, it's been picking up quite a bit.
Of all people being a
The phone
CPA,
scams, all
they've
of
been
them.
to the bank, they got the money.
The IRS has been the latest one here that we ever worked with.
That's gotta be a pretty good scam, if they got Joe something.